Falconry is the art and practice of hunting for wild quarry with a trained hawk or falcon. It dates back 4,000 years ago in the Middle East, Europe, and East Asia. It was a sport of royalty and is the oldest field sport known to man. One day on a bike ride with friends at the beach, I came upon two falconers. I watched their lures grazing across the surface of the sand. From afar, it replicated a bird or prey. They spun the lures like a lasso in the air. I watched as their falcons returned from the sky, grasping the bundle of leather and feathers with their sharp raptor claws. Intrigued, I struck up a brief conversation with them.
So this is Trinity, and he is a 5-month-old male Harris's hawk. So he's just a baby. I got him 30 days ago, and he's doing really good.
Lori.
And 19.
19?
19.
19. Oh my goodness. How does she communicate? How does she talk to you?
How was that?
Yeah.
Deanne and Lori are professional falconers who train these birds for hunting and abatement. Falconry-based abatement is the use of natural predator-prey relationship to deter nuisance birds away from places like crops and water resources.
You know, use nature against nature to help a problem that we're having and nobody gets hurt. It's kind of cool. The bird is born in captivity to a breeder. It's not from the wild. So there are people like they breed dogs and cats that they do breed birds too. And with the licenses, you can get them. We have to use captive bred birds for work. We can't use wild ones. We can use wild ones for falconry.
Kevin is another falconer I met. This is his 6-year-old falcon.
He's a little devil though. He'll eat and eat and eat.
In captivity, falcons feed on day-old chicks, rats, mice, and quail, among other small animals. The antenna on this bird's back is a transmitter. Kevin tracks his falcons to get an idea of their whereabouts.
And then if we want to know if he's in the air, the beam's going like this, all the way around like a big circle.
Oh, I see.
So if I turn it like this, then it goes horizontal and I can tell if he's on the ground. See how it's pegging? And then I go up.
Falcons are extremely visual animals. Their brains are all for eyesight. You take away that eyesight and they are just absolutely calm. It's like them roosting at night. You know, once they just get still and quiet and basically fall asleep.
Nobody believed me I could do it. They told me I was crazy, what's wrong with you? And I have not been a perfect trainer, but this time my mindset was that there would never be any failure. It just wasn't an option. Studied these hawks. I took like 900 pictures of them and learned everything I could. It all just fell into place, and it was very spiritual for me. It wasn't just a chance thing. This broke the ice for me and makes it so I can talk to people and have something in common. And it's usually positive. That sometimes you get people that, you know, the bird's chained up, that's horrible, and you know, and just really negative stuff. But they usually don't understand, you know, what they're talking about, and don't realize the commitment that this is. And it's a life thing for me.
In falconry, in order to have certain amount of control, like when they do land on your fist, you want to be able to then put the leash on them. So they have the anklets, and people see that as shackles. So there is that negative, or you put a hood over their eyes to make them calm, and people, you know, they personify it, like they don't want to wear a hood.
It is positive and negative. It's like everything, the duality. Sometimes it can be scary. I mean, people have chased me to want to see the bird, like they're scared to talk to you or something. I always try and be approachable. So I figure if I'm going to stand here with this bird, I'm going to talk to people. I'm not an attention person, but when it's the birds, I can talk to people. It breaks the ice, basically.
They will not take your dog or cat. They're not going to pick up your animal and fly off with it. That is the biggest misconception. Falconers are they're loners. We go out in fields that nobody goes in. We're geared up for that, and we want to stay hidden. We'll wear camo so that if we're in a field near a highway, we won't attract people to see what we're doing. We want to be hidden, and because it's only about us, the bird, and the prey. People having a hard time with any animal that's captive, but you can look at dogs and cats, they're captive.
To make this your job and your whole life, it's a big deal. But I wouldn't have it any other way, really.